When was the last time you ate a pack of chips? Or cookies? Drank soda perhaps? Remember the last time you checked the nutrition label for an energy bar? Did you recently buy some food and thought the packaging was quite impressive and aesthetic? But doing all that, did you ever wonder what was that packaging made out of? Cardboard or some harmful plastic? Welcome. You're listening to TALRadio powered by Touch a Life Foundation, and this is Foodology. I am radio host Devansh, and on this show, I talk about the enormous world of a little word called food. In the past, most of food items and ingredients were only available for the royalty, and not the masses, because of spoilage and lack of efficient transportation. But now, you walk into a food store and you will be able to find foods from around the globe. Chinese, exotic fruits, Asian snacks, ice creams, and desserts. With a green wave going on in all the industries, where brands are shifting from traditional materials to more eco-friendly raw material to make their products and are implementing more environmental friendly policies, clothing and cosmetic brands are now making vegan materials and making their products eco-friendly. Reducing global warming is the ultimate objective, and this goal is slowly finding itself high on the agendas of decision makers in the economic sector. The food industry, specifically focusing on the packaging, is not one to be left behind. Embracing this green movement is not just a quote-unquote trend. Cultivating sustainable and green practices helps organizations become more efficient and profitable. Manufacturers are realizing the many practical short-term and long-term benefits, social and very obviously environmental benefits to implementing environmentally conscious improvements. You know that it is witnessed that this movement is mostly fueled by conscious millennials and Gen Zers planning to make practical green choices in their everyday life. From the most mundane tasks of replacing paper and plastic straws to buying recycled clothing. As more and more people are joining in on making healthier choices, not only for their bodies but also for the environment, it puts a positive kind of pressure on the market to produce and promote innovative materials for direct and indirect consumption. If we talk about the world of food, which is ever evolving, today's episode will cover all the new innovations in food packaging, which are stirring up and making impacts in the industry, forcing competition to make better and greener packaging. To achieve this goal of sustainability in the long run, industries are working proactively to make new innovations. Let's talk about them. Do we even realize that all this packaging did not even exist 300 to 400 years ago? In the recent years, food has become highly processed. The packaging technology also started using harmful materials in the name of convenience and cheaper processes. And while packaging can be essential for certain functions, the good thing is that the industry has developed concern for the environment and for human health. Single-use food packaging is taking a huge toll on our environment. Chips, cookies, candies, chocolate bars, soda, they are a few examples of food packaging which are used excessively, that too on a regular basis. Our landfills and waterways are increasingly clogged with plastic bags, styrofoam food containers, disposable coffee cups, and so much more. Most of us do not even know that additives which give plastics their pliability or chemicals that allow cardboard to contain liquid are extremely dangerous to health. Okay, first things first. To understand food packaging clearly, let's break them down into 4 most common types: plastic, glass, fiber, and metal. Let's start with plastic packaging. Plastic packaging is the most common type of food packaging, and this industry does not seem to slow down. Everything from soda, chips, snacks, disposable cups, they use plastic. The raw materials used to make plastic packaging may be harmful to our health. Or there may be harmful chemicals added to plastic to make it more functional. Glass packaging includes all the glass containers, boxes, and jars. Paper and fiber packaging include the Tetra Pak cartons and many of the takeout food containers. Even this type of packaging uses harmful chemicals to make them more functional. Metal packaging includes aluminium and other metal cans that both food and beverages are packed in. Metal cans are often lined with anti-corrosive substances that can lead into our food and affect the health and the environment. With all these materials dominating the global food packaging industry, it makes for an urgent need to rethink food packaging choices because of the detrimental effects they have. 40% of the demand for plastic is generated by single-use plastic products. Cups, lid, straws for your iced coffee or your water bottle, or the plastic containers that you bring your cherry tomatoes in. They are all designed to be only used once, and after that, they are thrown away with no obvious plan or pathway for reuse. Shifting to eco-friendly technology and trying to cut off plastic allows companies to save money while making a difference. Food packaging has come a long way in the past few years. With new technologies and materials, food packages are now able to do more than just keep the food fresh. They can also help to extend the shelf life of food, provide information, and make it more appealing to customers. But to achieve all this, we do not have to compromise with the environment. Some of the latest trends in food packaging include the use of sustainable materials, interactive packaging, and use of packaging that protects against UV radiation. Let's get into it. Eco-friendly packaging. Any food company starting up in today's times must lay importance on eco-friendly materials and practices. Thankfully, many are doing so. One trend is the increasing use of sustainable materials. Bioplastics made from renewable resources, such as starch and cellulose, are a good example of this trend. But what exactly are these bioplastics? Well, bioplastics are plastics which are derived fully or partially from biomass or materials of natural or biological origin rather than fossil fuels. They can be composted or recycled. And bioplastics made from polylactic acid are even edible. Interesting, right? Bioplastics are an eco-friendly way to sell products rather than using fossil-based plastics. And they produce as much as 80% less greenhouse gases than their polluting counterparts. Edible packaging. Sounds fun, right? Even though today's topic is new trends in the food packaging industry, this particular one has been around for a very long time. It is exactly what it sounds like, edible. Many countries in Asia use and have been using banana leaves as bowls, plates, or food wrappers, which can later become a part of animal feed for livestock. Western companies are now developing edible cups made from seaweed, while some restaurants are now using thin rice paper to wrap desserts. This can seriously cut down the use of conventional packaging, ultimately benefiting the environment. Mycelium. Mycelium packaging is made from molded roots of fungus, usually roots of mushroom, and clean agricultural waste from sawdust and crop residue. There are many reasons why it has gained so much popularity. It's durable, versatile, and cost-effective. This type of packaging can be produced in different shapes and sizes, making it a highly versatile food packaging option. Mycelium packaging is stronger than styrofoam. It is also lightweight, waterproof, flame-resistant, and all of this makes it a very safe option for food. Many conscious customers are demanding eco-friendly materials. but strength and reliability are still necessary features for most products. Mycelium's ability to do so gives it a major advantage over other materials. Some other sustainable materials used in the food packaging industry include materials made from bamboo, aluminium foil made from recycled aluminium, etc. Yes, although such innovative packaging can cost slightly higher than the conventional counterparts, but it is up to us. You do not need to buy all these items to make a difference. Just using biodegradable and eco-friendly products sometimes may not seem enough. If you want to do more, here are some things that you should try. You can make eco-friendly choices by buying local, organic, and seasonal foods. When we do so, we are supporting sustainable farming methods that protect our planet. In turn, these methods also help to reduce the amount of harmful pesticides that end up in our food and the ecosystem. One of the best ways to promote environmental sustainability is opting for reusable containers over conventional plastic packaging. If you have any kind of food waste, you can compost it rather than putting it in the bin. Not only this will help to create a natural fertilizer and keep your garden green, it will also reduce the amount of waste which is going to the landfill. And if somehow you can't compost at home, you could find out if there are any local compost schemes available, or if your local authority collects food waste alongside other recycling. Proper waste segregation is also very important. By segregating recyclables from compostables, bio-waste, and the like, facilities can recover valuable resources from waste and lessen the amount of energy which is required to sort out the trash. Waste segregation helps tremendously in lowering the greenhouse gas emission, which ultimately contributes to overall safety of the environment and the people. Most importantly, you can try to cut down on plastic. Yes, I understand that plastic seems to have found its way into every single aspect of our lives, and plastic is everywhere around us. Most of us cannot even imagine a convenient life without plastic. However, giving it up isn't as difficult as you might think. For example, you can bring a canvas bag with you when you go shopping, or buy your fruits and vegetables loose, and you can stop buying bottled water. There are also a lot of shops where you can bring your own container for things like seeds, nuts, pasta, oats, and more. Thus, getting refills for soap, shampoos, laundry detergent can also help. Now, more than ever, people feel the need to fulfill their social responsibility to help preserve the environment. Beyond giving customers an affordable and convenient experience, industries have to make an effort to reduce waste in every way they can. While it may still take some time until we achieve a zero-waste future, shifting to sustainable packaging materials and technologies now can go a long way in achieving that kind of a future. Climate change is real. We were all taught about this in schools, but somehow that awareness went into the attic along with the old books. Countries around the world are experiencing all-time high temperatures, strong storms, and seasonal shifts. We, as conscious buyers, can do our part in preserving the environment by opting for more eco-friendly options. Sustainability is becoming the core motto of a lot of customer goods companies, and they are on their way to becoming greener. Packaging is the first stone that they are turning. Big companies like Mars, PepsiCo, Unilever, Kellogg's, and more have gone to eliminate plastic waste and pollution at the source. It's just a matter of making a huge cultural shift away from single-use and back to reusable. It's true that reusable containers can be more expensive, but then it all comes down to the demand and supply theory. If consumers are able to demand and put pressure on authorities, then people can easily transition to reusable materials. As consumers, we have the opportunity to choose the materials we feel most comfortable with. and ask companies and retailers to do better. We can even ask our government to enact stronger regulation around packaging and plastics. Most importantly, we need to rethink packaging, making human health and environment the priority over convenience. Thank you so much for sticking around with me on this episode of Foodology. I had an incredible time talking to you. This is radio host Devansh, signing off. Hope you have a beautiful and a magical day ahead. See you soon.